But let's bring on board Gopal Singh, the CMD at Coal India. Lots to chat about with him. Mr. Singh, morning. Serving 80% of the coal requirements of the country. You play a very significant role in helping India rise. How is it that you plan to maintain Coal India's importance at a time when coal sufficiency is once again being brought into question?
Yeah, Coal India's importance will in fact increase in the years to come. Because still the electricity consumption per capita is just 1/3 of China and of the world average. So there is enough room, there is enough scope for power sector to grow in years to come. And yes, the contribution of renewables is always welcome. But there is so much of gap between supply and demand of the power that there is enough room for every sector to grow at the rate they desire. So there is ample scope for coal-based power plants to grow, and so is the case with Coal India. I mean, see, even in the month of this December, demand of coal is getting maintained. Rather, every day, I mean, whatever we are producing, it is getting dispatched. So we plan to increase our production in days, in months, and in years to come substantially, so that country's need can be met.
Mr. Singh, you've been reporting good offtake numbers in the last 3 months. Will you be able to maintain this growth, or is this jump only on account of one-offs like the petcoke ban, restocking by power plants from 3-year lows?
Now, see, that's again a very good news for coal sector, particularly for Coal India, ban on petcoke and all this. So that is going to increase the demand of coal. And right now we are maintaining 8% growth in our dispatches. Already we have dispatched about 29 million ton more coal compared to last year same period. So we are not only going to maintain this tempo, but we are going to increase the supply of coal to the consumers, be it power or your other consumers. And because our production has also picked up and we have the stocks also, so, I mean, everything seems to be feasible.
So, do you mind what extent did the Supreme Court judgment of banning the use of petcoke will help drive offtake from the non-power sectors, and what is the quantum which you are looking at in terms of jump?
See, as I told you, already there is a growth of 8% in our offtake. In absolute terms, it's 29 million ton more than last year. So, I mean, whatever is the reduced consumption of coke, ultimately that is going to help coal sector. And because we have the production, we have the coal, we have the stocks. So, just it's an opportunity for us, and we are going to encash the opportunity. We are going to supply more and more coal to the consumers.
Right. Mr. Singh, analysts say that, supply tightness has started to reflect in e-auction prices with 20 to 25% high price premium since October as well. Have your e-auction prices gone up by 20 to 25% as well in the last few months?
Oh, yes. It's the question of, just interplay of demand and supply. Yes, e-auction prices are going up.
So given the growing demand and the rise in premiums, how will your revenues and volumes from e-auction grow going forward in the first half? And will you then outperform even the second quarter e-auction revenue, any targeted e-auction volume that you may have internally for FY18?
See, because our coal production is increasing substantially, we are aiming to dispatch at least 600 million ton of coal this year. So naturally, because coal production is increasing and demand of power sector has certain limitations. So surplus coal we have to offer to the market, because all the Indian consumers, they have the right to get coal as per their need. So we are going to offer coal to every sector while meeting the demand of the power sector. Already we are meeting the demand of power sector. So whatever surplus coal we have, we are going to offer it to the market. And it's really very good news, encouraging news for the coal sector, that demand is still persisting, and whatever coal we are offering, people are ready to take it.
Any price hikes in your FSA contracts on the radar, given that the global coal prices are witnessing a huge uptick, and also to counter the rise in employee cost?
So this is one question. We are a listed company, we have certain limitations. So I can't answer this question in yes or no. But one thing is, shareholders are the owner of the company. So it's our duty to take care of the interest of all the stakeholders, including the shareholders.
So taking all of this into consideration, where is it that you see the average blended realizations in the second half and FY18 as well?
No, average sales realization has already increased. It is increasing. Even the sales realization per ton of coal, because now whatever we are dispatching, mostly it is the fresh coal. So even on the quality front, it's very good quality of coal. Because once the coal is there in stock, so there are some chances of deterioration in quality. But it's really heartening that whatever we are producing, we are able to dispatch it. So on quality front also, it's better coal, and so is the case with the sales realization. So these all are the positive for Coal India.
Now, YTD volume growth is now at 10%. What is your target for FY18 growth, and will you really sustain a double-digit kind of growth for FY19, or there could be moderation?
No, as I told you, we have sufficient coal in our stocks, and production is already, it has increased, and it is increasing day after day. And because we are getting the proactive support from the railways. I mean, railways, if you look at the rakes being supplied per day, there is a substantial increase. And because of the support that we are getting from railways and other stakeholders, this increase in supply seems to be maintained. I mean, the growth, the increase is likely to be maintained.